side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, slide in. 56. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, kill. 26.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Intended that time for Cooper, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, slide in.
56 is the mic. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here we go, going to 53.
Hey, let's get this.
Here we go, going to 54, line in.
Bang.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And some room to roam now. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20! Hey,
watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey,
off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes, because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
We got to go to 53. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check in. Oh, here we go. Oh, hey, check back.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. Ebron caught left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott now from the 50. Eluding the pressure right. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second down, it's Pollard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
3rd down and 13.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
We're going to 53. Check. 26.
Here's Prescott. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. Here's McKinnon. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, check my 50.
13.
Watch the run. Slam.
From the 39, Garoppolo. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
1, Omaha.
Let's go, 950.
Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
At the 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We're going to 54.
Prescott to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check three, check three, check three. Shoot. We're going to 53.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Prescott now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go. Forward in.
Months 56. Check tight end, check tight.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Here we go. Going to 54, going to 54. Line in.
Twins. Deuce, 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 deuce.
26.
On first down, Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. To throw is Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
They'll come out in the pistol. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And again, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
11. Hey, whoa! Push him back. Hey, gun.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Delta. Pick it up. I got them. Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
He's 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
the 38-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You ain't going nowhere. Smooth. Mike 50. You're not ready.
65. Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
50 feet. Let go. Watch the curl. 25. Check 25. You go take. You can hunt.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took... Their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Gonna take a shot. This is caught at the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, alert! Alert!
2nd down, McKinnon. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Pilot, 64, weak.
11.
Hey, Haywood. 50, Mike 50. Strip the ball.
65. Mike 50.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to Sterling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon, he's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Six.
Hey, Alpha.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here we go. 180.
Check Mike 54.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. They find some open field here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 93-yard kickoff return. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Zerline good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here again is McKinnon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Here we go.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 21. Here we go. 21.
Play action. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Elliott. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, 56 is the mic. Don't get nervous. 26.
On 1st down, Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Check right, kill. Check hot route. Hot. We're going to 54. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, pick your game up. Out, 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 out.
White.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Sixty-five. General West.
Get that ball.
12.
Mike's 50. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, gun.
On first down, Garoppolo. Incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Lock. Hey, orbit.
Mike 50. I'm coming for you. You mine. Mike's 50. I got you.
Garoppolo to throw. He spins free, and he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! 13! 13!
I got you. Switch it. Come on.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Check 52.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Bound to lose one.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Here we go. Like 20!
Check 99. Check 99.
Six! Protein spill!
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go. 180!
I'm here all day.
21. Go!
50. Hey, tight. Check 37.
He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
13.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Hey, gun.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight dog.
One, Omaha.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
I got you.
Mike 50.
And the blitz does come. He spins free. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Mike 50, Mike.
21.
Danny. Mike's 50. All day.
11.
50's the mark. No chance. Go Mike 50. Man, I got you. Man.
Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, Pollard. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. So this one will end in a